Well, we can contact our correspondent in the Afghan capital, Kabul, and that's Yama Wolasmal. Yama, thanks for joining us here again on our coverage today at CCTV News. And as we just mentioned, President Karzai has just given his speech calling on the Afghan Talibans to refrain from fighting. How have local people and indeed the media been reacting to that speech?
Well, Edwin, it really depends on who you talk to. When you talk to people in the urban areas like Kabul, there is a sense of relief over bin Laden's death. People are happy. They say they have been waiting for this, and they say they hope this will send a clear message to the Taliban and the elements of Al-Qaeda who are highly active in Afghanistan that they should lay down their arms or they will meet the same type of fate that bin Laden did. Sacrificing his life for this cause. But if you move to the countryside, in the rural areas where 70% of Afghans live, there bin Laden is seen as a hero. People admire him for the fact that being a wealthy, rich Saudi Arabian man, he chose to move to Afghanistan. He fought alongside Afghans for many, many years. And in those areas, he's admired, and people over there are saddened by the death of bin Laden.
All right, and keep going. It's okay. I thought the line had dropped out, but you're still there, Yama. Yama, how do you think that bin Laden's death will affect the Taliban activities? And it seems to me that the answer will be yes when I ask you the question if you think bin Laden's death is going to bring about retaliatory action.
Yes, there is a heightened state of security here in Afghanistan in general, but specifically in Kabul. The Taliban have announced, yesterday they announced their spring offensive. They carried out several attacks. Today, all the security forces are edgy, both because of the spring offensive that was announced, and because of the death of bin Laden, because Osama bin Laden has support in Afghanistan among these terrorist units, these elements. There is fear that there will be reprisals. But in general, I do not think that bin Laden's death will affect the momentum that the Taliban have gained on the battleground. Bin Laden didn't have much to do with the Taliban's operations. He was detached even from his own Al-Qaeda because for the past 9 years, he's been preoccupied by hiding from American intelligence officials. A large-scale manhunt was launched after 9/11. He spent most of his time hiding from these intelligence officials. He has not been able to stay in touch with Al-Qaeda. He's not been able to order operations. So when it comes to the security situation in Afghanistan, I do not think that bin Laden's death will affect the Taliban's operations here.
All right, many thanks, Yama. We'll be in touch later. That's Yama Wolasmal reporting to us from Kabul in Afghanistan.